Many people that I've been working with or that I've met, they always tell me, well, I'm struggling, like after having my lunch or my dinner, I'm craving for something salty or for something sweet. Like I love to have a chocolate bar or a cookie or chips or whatever. How do I get rid of this? And in this video, I would love to share 5 tips that I'm giving my clients to get rid of those cravings such that they have more energy, and as a side effect, they're losing weight without doing anything different than before. I'm Manu and I'm a longevity coach, and I help busy people just like you reclaiming their energy and their health back such that they can live a long and a vibrant life. So now let's dive into these 5 tips. So there are a few reasons why you have these cravings, and I will tackle them first and then we go into the tips. There are 3 reasons that go together with cravings. First one is you're not hydrated. So you can prevent from having cravings, for example, by just drinking enough water. Second one is you got not enough food. So you were eating too little. And the third one is that your blood sugar level in your blood was spiking right after you were eating, and then it drops down rapidly. And the first tip that I want to give you is to drink a glass of water with some apple vinegar before your meal. So there you're combining first getting your water, and the third thing that the blood sugar level is not spiking anymore. So what apple vinegar with water combined does is instead of having this peak, like this spike, it flattens out the blood sugar level in your body. And with that, the cravings are not likely to be there. So usually my clients are telling me it's really amazing that they won't have the cravings afterwards. The second tip is to eat your veggies first. Like after you were drinking this glass of apple vinegar and you go to your plate, just eat all the veggies that are on this plate first before going into the other stuff. Or if you're saying, well, my diet does not include veggies, what you then can do, even though it's obvious that something is missing, what you can do is just order a bowl of salad before, or just go to the refrigerator and eat some spinach or eat some bell pepper, whatever, just something before. Because if your body has the nutrients first, gets the nutrients first, then your body will take its time to first get all the vitamins out of the good stuff, like out of the veggies, and digest it. And everything that comes after does not have a priority yet. And with that, the blood sugar level is just smoothly increasing and decreasing slower. The third thing that is close to the second thing I've mentioned is to get more dark leafy greens throughout the day. And you don't have to consume them, let's say, in a salad. If you're somebody like me that is always busy, I do not like to chew a lot of the dark leafy greens. So I just make my smoothie in the morning and for dinner, and it contains dark leafy green veggies, or for example, also salad. And what it does to the body is really, really amazing. Our body is a machine when it comes to perfectionism and optimizing stuff. Our body, basically our brain and our gut, they are connected. And whatever you put into your mouth, it will come to your gut. And when it's in your gut, it has a connection to your brain and tells your brain something, right? And so if you put in some food that is not serving you, then you feel probably that you're tired, that you're lazy, that sometimes you feel even depressed. And this is because there's this connection. So you can manage also your feelings with just eating the right stuff. But here's the thing with the dark leafy greens. There was a study there with two groups. One group got some dark leafy greens and one group didn't. The test group didn't get any dark leafy greens. And after consuming the meal, what they did is they did brain scans to measure what brain region pops on and off. And for the test group, they did this test by showing them a delicious looking donut. And what happened then was incredible, because as they showed them the picture of the donut, the brain region popped up and it was like a firework, a thunderstorm into the brain, like, wow, yes, 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 I want to have it. While the other group that eat the dark leafy greens and they got this picture, nothing happened. And why is this helpful for you? Very simple, because if you, for example, have a busy life and you are somebody who likes to grab stuff in the bakery, for example, but if you had your dark leafy greens on hand as a smoothie, it's very likely that you will not choose the donut inside the bakery or not choosing the croissant or whatever you love that is very sugary, fatty. It prevents you from having these cravings for something sweet or salty after you had your meal. And isn't our body perfectly designed? Like, it rewards you for getting the good stuff inside by feeling amazing and not having cravings, and it punishes you by getting the bad stuff into your body and saying, I want to have more, so getting overweight. Actually, for me, it feels that way, that Mother Nature is super intentional, and you can feel the difference in your body if you get something that is really good for your body. You are feeling energetic, you feel love, you feel the pleasure. But if you won't get the good stuff inside, you feel like, I'm tired, I'm lazy, I don't want to do this. You know this kind of feeling? Like this feeling when you have a meeting right after your lunch and you're just in this consuming mode where you're just listening, and it doesn't need to be this way. You can feel much more vital and vibrant by just consuming the right thing. Which brings me to the fourth point, which is eliminating or decreasing the amount of processed foods that you're eating. And with processed and in particular, I mean ultra processed foods. An ultra processed food is, for me, everything that has more than 5 ingredients, or you can otherwise take this other definition. If I just can make it at home because it's so complicated, it's also ultra processed. And by just consuming less of these ultra processed foods, your cravings will go away. And why is this? So usually these ultra processed foods include something that is very sweet, for example, sugar or some sugar replacement, call it whatever you like, and something fatty. This in combination makes you feel addicted to this food. And because of this addiction to the sweetness, to this consistency, you are likely to crave more of the same things. And if you want to, for example, get rid of it completely or just a part of it, what it will do, it will make it really hard in the beginning because you're addicted to it. It's like you're a junkie who wants to get rid of the cocaine, for example. You will feel, for example, headaches. You will feel a mood that is not good for you. You will feel like it could be also that that you feel cold, all of it. But it's just a process to get to a much better feeling where you won't have these cravings. And I can tell you, I was in this position where I was eating a lot ultra processed foods, and I got rid of all of it. I mean, 95% of my nutrition right now is whole food plant based, and I got rid of it. But it was a process, and for me personally, it took 2 weeks to come off this feeling of I want to have it, I want to have it, I want to have it. And it took around 2 weeks such that I could taste the difference in the food. Because if you're not eating those processed foods anymore, then for example, a peach or a banana won't taste sweet because you're used to this taste of highly processed sugar. But within 2 weeks, everything will change to the better. And I mean, literally, and everything. Not only that you will notice a difference in your taste, you will notice a difference in your energy in your body. You will notice a difference in many, many different areas. For example, weight loss. I'm not doing anything to be like, let's say, slim or to lose weight. But like after going to a whole food plant-based diet, I'm in the best shape of my life. Even though before making this transition, I was doing a lot of sport. I was working out much, much more than I did right now. But still, I had this belly fat. I had this fat on my legs. And this just disappeared because if you put ultra processed foods in your body can absorb it fully, like completely. And then it will store it for the times where it won't get it. And this is why so many people are overweight, because they're eating those ultra processed foods. And with this ultra processed food comes even more cravings. And if you're saying, I just want to get rid of all this stuff, I want to get rid of the ultra processed food, for example, but I don't know where to start. I just had a video a week ago where I was actually talking about how you can implement a healthy lifestyle, implement healthy habits, such that you can feel good without being overwhelmed or stressed out by what you have to do for achieving this. And here's the 5th tip I want to share with you. It's a bit unconventional. Yes, it is, but it's as I am. So it's asking you a question. Like if you have cravings after having your meal, then you can ask you this simple question. Would I really love to have a big bowl of veggies right now? Do I want to eat this big bowl of veggies right now? And if the answer is yes, then it's pretty simple. Then you can eat more of the food that you were eating, like just getting more veggies, for example. Because if you are craving veggies, it means that you're hungry. But if your answer is no, I don't want to have it, then it's a craving. Then you have just this appetite for something. And when you were asking this question, you are very, very consciously thinking about this craving, and then you can decide what to do. And what I encourage you to do, if the answer was no, I don't want to have this bowl of salad, is to drink 1 or 2 glasses of water and then just wait for 15 minutes or 30 minutes and ask you the same question again. Because usually when we're having these cravings, it's just an impulse. If we have this appetite, it's just this, I won't have to do this. I won't have to have it right now. Just try it out. It's very easy. It's really easy to implement, isn't it? It's just asking a question. And now I'm pretty curious which of these 5 tips was the most valuable for you. Just leave it in the comments which of these 5 tips you found super helpful. And if you like this video, just give me a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel. And until then, I wish you a very vibrant and healthy life. See you next week.